When a real estate company decides to cater to the global market, one major question always comes to mind. How do I receive international payments? You see, paying for a property in the Philippines is never simple, especially if the payment comes from overseas. The process only becomes more complicated. But what if there's an easier way? Introducing Acquire. Acquire is a global real estate solution that helps property developers collect payments from anywhere in the world. Through Acquire, you can now accept payments via debit or credit card, bank transfers, mobile payments, and more all in one platform. Here's how we do it. Step 1. We build your own payment portal with all the required fields you want your buyer to fill out. Step 2. Well, actually, there's no step 2. Because once your portal is up and running, your buyers can now pay anytime and anywhere using different payment methods. Oh, and did we mention? This is all for free. So do you want to know more? Send us an email now at support@acquire.io. Acquire. Global Real Estate Solutions.
Are you a real estate practitioner or investor struggling to keep up with today's fast-changing technology? Avoid being left behind. Learn real estate and technology in simple words without all the complicated jargon. Your treat, Talakayang Real Estate at Technologia or Talks on Real Estate and Technology, is a regular Saturday program every 6 p.m., hosted by two seasoned real estate practitioners, broker Arnel Malabayabas and consultant William Floresta, who are both tech-savvy. Learn the latest technology and trends in real estate from investors, developers, digital marketers and industry players. And treat yourself every Saturday at 6 p.m. and avoid the daunting task of learning on your own. Your special treat is on us.
Ayan. Good morning and good evening to everyone. Ito na naman po tayo sa inyong favorite Saturday program, ang Talakayang Real Estate at Teknolohiya. Ako po ang inyong co-host na isa dito sa ating programang to every 6 p.m. ng Saturdays, si Arnel Malabayabas. Magandang araw, Master William.
Yeah, I'm reaching out for my lights. Yeah, okay. Good morning and good evening to everyone. No? Dito sa ating programang Treat kita, Takayang Real Estate at Teknolohiya. So welcome everyone to our 43rd, tama ba? 43rd,
43rd
show, no? Broadcast. So partner, sayang no, hindi ko na-contact yung ating previous guest kasi 'di ba we promised that we have a raffle, no? So far mukhang nahirapan siyang pumili ng mga winners. So wala pa siyang announcement. We're supposed to announce it today, but maybe sa next episode na lang. Or we maybe post it in our social media account, no? Kung sino yung winners. Kasi nag-promise si Miss Tina, yung ating guest last time, na there will be 5 winners, no? Doon sa ating guests or ating mga viewers. Okay. So last time, partner, remember yung napag-usapan natin is about healthy mindset, no?
Better
also
health,
getting well.
better business.
Better health. Yan. So ito yung tinatawag natin.
Ang guest
Yoli
natin,
product.
Yung Yoli product or ang Aztec word daw nun, ibig sabihin, sir, is to live. By the way,
Yeah, to
ang
live.
guest natin last time si broker Cristina Evangelista. Broker siya pero
Yeah.
health advocate. Kasi napaka-importante sa
Mhm.
panahon ngayon yung may magagandang pangangatawan tayo, lalong-lalo na meron tayong na-experience na pandemya.
Unfortunately, partner, meron siya dapat mga ipapakitang yung transformation, yung katulad nung na-mention niya na ano sa kanya,
Lose weight
introduce sa
niya.
kanya ng product, no, si architect, no. Talagang nakita ko kasi yung si architect yung transformation from the old self, which is very talaga, ang laki niya, partner. Mas malaki pa sa'yo, pero eventually he become nag-slim si architect. So sana sa susunod may pakita natin. So again,
Okay,
partner,
sige.
this time medyo 'di ba? Maiiba na naman yung actually yung topic natin variety talaga, no? So this evening we will be showcasing yung tinatawag na kung meron tayong tinatawag na property technology,
Perfect.
meron din tayong tinatawag na or PropTech, meron din tayong tinatawag na finance technology or
Yeah,
fintech. Okay?
fintech. Oo.
Fintech.
So last time
Right?
sir, yung fintech natin, yung yung sa AUB na Hello Money. So
Hello,
isang
Manny.
fintech yun. Pero itong kakaiba rito sa ating i-introduce na another fintech, sabi nga parang may crossover siya with PropTech din kasi ang application niya talaga for mostly for real estate na yun yung kanilang focus ngayon, pero they have plans na to do other strategies and iba rin na na industry.
Pero partner, maiba lang ako. Sa tingin mo ba, based on your also experience, di ba? Sa ating dalawa, yung PropTech help a lot, no? Especially kaya nga natin natuklasan yung ating broadcasting, no? So we are using different applications sa ating business, no? Especially as a broker. And at the same time, ako din, partner, and yung ating mga apps for apps for appraisal. So nagagamit din natin. So ito yung PropTech. Pero fintech, ano yung napapakinabangan natin? Siguro yung mga yung katulad ng GCash natin, okay? Yung Paymaya, yung ating
yung mga banking online banking na ngayon. May mga
yung
ganun
online
sila.
banking. Yeah, katulad
pero
sa
unfortunately, not all na na yung platform na yan is parang pwede mong ma-integrate na in case halimbawa probably wala kang ganitong bank account sa ganitong particular bank. So although ngayon may mga certain ways na para mag-transfer ka from one bank to another.
And another big problem, partner, yung kung ang buyer ay nasa abroad, no? So they are going to send money dito sa developer na magbabayad sila. So most of the time, yung naririnig nating sad story ay pinapadala sa kamag-anak, pinapadala sa tawag ito, minsan sa salesperson or sa broker, doon pinapadala. And alam natin yung nangyayari pagka ganon, kahit na honest siguro yung tao, pero pagka laging napapadala ng pera, sometimes nagagalaw nila. And turn out, hindi nababayaran yung amortization niya doon sa developer. So that becomes a problem. Oo.
May interest na, may penalty pa.
So ngayon siguro tonight, no, we will know if this fintech company can help our developers and also our practitioners. Yan. So siguro pwede na nating introduce yung ating guest tonight, no? Yan.
Actually, wala siya sa ating studio, sir.
Nawala ba siya?
Oo, kanina natin kausap siya, pero siguro pumapasok na siya uli. Okay. Anyway, let's watch again yung video ng kanilang company.
When a real estate company decides to cater to the global market, one major question always comes to mind. How do I receive international payments? You see, paying for a property in the Philippines is never simple, especially if the payment comes from overseas. The process only becomes more complicated. But what if there's an easier way? Introducing Acquire. Acquire is a global real estate solution that helps property developers collect payments from anywhere in the world. Through Acquire, You can now accept payments via debit or credit card, bank transfers, mobile payments, and more all in one platform. Here's how we do it. Step 1. We build your own payment portal with all the required fields you want your buyer to fill out. Step 2. Well, actually, there's no step 2. Because once your portal is up and running, your buyers can now pay anytime and anywhere using different payment methods. Oh, and did we mention? This is all for free. So do you want to know more? Send us an email now at support@acquire.io. Acquire. Global Real Estate Solutions.
More or less, may idea na, ano? May idea na yung ating viewers.
Oh.
And also, happens, baka may mga developer friends tayo who are watching our show. So, you might want to take advantage of the payment system, no? Which is very, very secured and helpful. Okay. So, wala pa rin yung ating guest.
Okay.
It happens
In the
talaga, no?
meantime,
Dito sa
in the
online.
meantime, sir, we would like to request na yan, please, like us on YouTube. Yan, youtube.com treat kita. Subscribe kayo, like, share, and then mag-comment po kayo. Yan. So, para ma-support niyo po itong program natin na to. Okay, so
if you like our program, please support because this will be
yan.
a lifetime commitment namin ni partner, no? Lifetime commitment to our industry and our practitioners. Because
Okay.
we
So,
have
yun po yun.
followers now. No?
Oh, actually,
I
last receive ako ng report sa YouTube. Nasa 27,000 minutes last month. So although sana hours pero minutes, pero at least magandang milestone na po sa atin 'yun. Okay. So now, let's introduce our guest. Sige, ito po ang ating video introduction sa ating guest.
Our treat special guest this evening took his Bachelor of Science in Nursing at Angeles University Foundation in Angeles City, Pampanga. Through this, he was able to develop his defining traits early with keen attention to detail and passion to lead. As a team player, he always considers what is best for his team. With more than a decade of experience in marketing and sales, customer service, fraud detection, and dispute resolutions, he spearheads all of Quickwire's marketing initiatives as a Chief Marketing Officer. Quickwire is a US and Philippines registered fintech startup company offering global payments, billing, and invoicing solutions for enterprises in Southeast Asia. With his humble experience in leadership, marketing, and sales, our guest is passionate about sharing his knowledge and know-how and ultimately strives to positively influence aspiring and future leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Inomaag.
Okay,
Ayan.
welcome to our show.
Hello,
So,
Nakabalik
Ino.
na si Mr. Ino. Yan, okay.
Opo, sir, pasensya
Yeah, we're
na po.
very,
Kung kailan magla-live. Doon ka rin ng problema.
It happens sometimes because of our internet connections, no? But anyway, napanood namin, no, a while ago yung video about your company. So parang yun nga, it's an answer to the payment system or payment gateway from our buyers, no? Especially parang patungkol ito sa real estate, if I'm not mistaken. Pero on top of this, siguro did you prepare something for us so parang we can see in details how this is working with
Yes.
with our practitioners, stakeholders, and even our yung client base nyo, which is developers, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Actually,
pero-
I have a deck in front of me right now. So, yeah. Sige po, sir.
Sige. Oh, medyo interesting lang, sir, kasi doon sa intro natin, si Mr. Ino is a BS Nursing. Parang katulad din natin, ano? Iba yung field natin, pero nasa real estate tayo ngayon. So si Mr. Ino, nasa fintech naman.
Opo,
Kwentuhan mo naman
Opo.
kami, sir. Sige, sir.
Yun, sir. So I was part of the nursing boom nung couple of years back. At least a decade back. I was part of the nursing boom nun. And unfortunately, luck didn't. I wasn't able to finish, and tried a bunch of different things, and luckily I'm here at Quickwire now doing marketing for a fintech startup. It's really exciting actually, sir. For those who alam ko ito medyo sikat siya ngayon, yung startup Korean novela. Yung mga nakapanood na doon, it's almost the same as in real life. Sobrang fast-paced, ang dami pong learning sa startups. And yeah, I'm just lucky to be here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you at pinaunlakan mo kami, sir. Okay, sige sir, share mo muna yung inyong presentation for us to know
Sure.
about yung company
Digest,
and yung service offering natin.
Sige, sir. Hold on. Let me just share my screen.
So for those who are watching right now, ang ating pong topic is real estate, maximizing the international market through payment. Yan, through payment. So ito, napakagandang topic na to para sa atin talaga. Very timely. Okay.
All right, sir. Should we start?
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Before I start, I would like to thank Sir William and Sir Arnel for inviting me. It's really an honor to be here. It's really an honor to share how Acquire helps a lot of different people involved in a real estate, in a real estate transaction, not just the buyers, not just the sales agents or brokers, pati po yung iba pang mga taong involved in sa transaction. But yeah, so we're here to talk about international market and tapping it through payments. Kasi we all know, especially the people who are real estate practitioners, real estate is one of the oldest industries ever, right? The sad part is that though there's a lot of technological advancements now in terms of finance, in terms of financial technology, the way to do transactions in real estate here in the Philippines, truth be honest, it hasn't caught up yet. Hindi pa po siya talaga nakahabol sa fast-paced technological advancements, and we're here to talk about our company and how we are trying to help the real estate industry through payment. So before I start, actually na-cover na natin to kanina, but before I start, let me just do a brief background of who I am. So sabi nga po kanina, I'm a BS nursing student. I didn't graduate, but I was a BS nursing student at AUF, Angeles University Foundation in Pampanga. So, opo, marunong po akong magluto ng sisig at masarap po akong magluto ng sisig. I was a BS nursing student in Angeles. When that didn't work out, I applied to a call center. I applied to a BPO. Which is Sutherland. Sutherland, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the biggest call centers here in the country. In there, I was able to hone my communication skills. Kasi po, alam naman po natin sa call center, especially if sumasagot ka ng tawag, most often than not, mga 7 oras ka pong nagsasalita ng English at ang mga kausap mo iba't ibang mga lahi. So doing that for a long time honed my skills and how to communicate with a bunch of different people, and basically extend my my patience, kasi alam naman din po natin in customer service, people don't necessarily call because they want to talk to you. Usually may problema yan. So through my training in Sutherland, I was able to hone my communication skills. I was able to work in a corporate setting, so yung kung paano po dapat yung manamit talaga, paano po dapat makipag-usap sa mga tao in a corporate setting. And from then on, about 5 years ago, I moved to Quickwire. So from Pampanga, from Sutherland, doing customer service, I moved to Makati, which is actually, I'm in our office right now. So I moved to Quickwire. And in Quickwire, I was able to work as customer service din, head of customer relations po ko dun. But truth be honest, ako lang po talaga yung nag-handle ng customer service namin dati sa Quickwire. So, and luckily, and gusto ko lang din po i-share yung Yung starting ko sa Quickwire nun, even after doing customer service, ang kinagandahan po kasi with Quickwire or startups in general is that you tend to wear a bunch of different hats. Hindi lang po yung pinirmahan mong kontrata yung trabaho mo. And for me, that's a really good thing because I got exposed to a lot of different avenues, a lot of different work, kumbaga. So while doing customer service, I was also doing sales. I was doing outbound sales. I was going with sales meetings. I was also doing business development work. And now I'm doing marketing and leading our marketing team. So I guess for the younglings, mga bata pa pong nanonood dito, if you have the chance, if you have the capability to work at a startup, please do so kasi sobrang dami talagang pwedeng matutunan doon. So yeah, so back in 2015, I started 2015, 2016, I started in Quickwire, and then up until now, we're still growing the company, and we're around mga 60 people na po. When I started, we were just 7 yata. So going back to the topic, no, real estate and payments. And let me just give you a brief glance of the real estate industry, specifically yung residential segment natin dito sa Philippines. According to JLL, according to Colliers, this year, 2021, there's around 7,200 units to be delivered. Um, and that's 21% up from 2020. So that's 7,000 units. The thing is, 75% of that 7,000 units is coming from what we call the Bay Area, yung sa may Pasay. And the reason why it's up 21%, actually, one of the really good reasons why it's up 21% is because, well, nag-pandemic, right? Na-halt yung construction, na-halt yung pagbenta. So 1 year into the pandemic, people and businesses kind of adjusted their operations already. Now, yung mga dapat i-release noong 2020, they're releasing it now. However, according to JLL, majority of the units that are being released are in the mid to luxury segments. So this is ranging 3.2 million upward. And majority of these units are being bought by young professionals, young local professionals, upgrading families, and most especially, they are being bought by high net worth individuals coming from overseas. Uh, if I remember correctly, back in 2019, we have a lot of clients who would have Chinese buyers, and they wouldn't just buy one unit. Hindi lang po isang unit yung binibili nila. They would buy whole floors. So yung demand for cross-border payments, yung demand for a company, a real estate company, to process international transactions coming from foreigners, coming from OFWs or overseas Filipinos, is already there and even growing. And ironically, or sorry, not ironically, the good thing about these segments, itong mga mid to luxury segments natin, the ones that are going to be delivered this year and the next, 86% of this, 86% of the mid to luxury segments are already sold. Nabenta na po sila. So even if we have around 7,000 units already coming out, these are already pre-sold. So yung need for them to be able to pay their monthly amortizations, to be able to pay their down payments, is already there. And I don't want to come across saying that there's not an existing way to do it right now. What I'm trying to say is there's not a more efficient way. There's not a more convenient way to do it right now. You see, in all the years that started Quickwire, we've been talking to a lot of different developers. Um, we've been talking to a lot of different people in those developers, so sales agents, mga tech people nila, marketing people nila, even the decision makers. We know that there's three main ways for somebody outside the country to pay for their units here in the Philippines. Obviously, nakikita rin naman po dyan yung mga um, yung mga tags natin. First is remittances. Ito, tinitingnan ko pa lang yung picture ng remittance natin, ng picture nitong remittances, naiisip ko na bakit hindi sila nakamask. Kasi ngayon, if you go out and you go to a public place, iwas ka na. There are a lot of people who don't even want to go out of their own houses. So, that said, even here in the country, marami na pong nag-switch to GCash, marami na nag-switch to online transactions. And the reason why remittances isn't the best for your real estate transactions is that primarily, remittances are used to send money, not payments. Wala po silang disputes process, wala po silang refund process. So kung kunwari, sinend mo yung pera mo sa, let's say kay ate, kuya, or kay sales agent mo, kay broker mo, kung tinakbo na yung pera, wala kang magagawa. And it honestly happened to one of our cousins. So, nangyari po talaga sa pamilya namin yun. And hence, we started Quickwire. So there's no disputes and refund process if you go through remittances. And even if you go to Western Union, you look at their user agreement, yung mahaba nilang policy, you would see there that they would say remittances shouldn't be used for payments. Sila mismo sinasabi na nila that this shouldn't be used for payments. Unfortunately, a lot of people still use remittances for payments. Aside from the fact na kailangan mo pang umalis ng bahay, di ba? Kailangan mo pang pumunta ng remittance center, magpirma ng mga bagay-bagay, padala yung pera, tapos kunin yung deposit slip, punta sa bangko, or picturean yung deposits, picturean yung remittance mo, padala kay ate kuya. Si ate kuya pupunta sa sa remittance center dito, kukunin yung pera, pupunta sa bangko, pipicturean yung deposit slip at ipapadala kay agent, kay billing, kay kanino man sa developer. So ang daming hassle involved. Hindi lang ikaw na nagbabayad. Yun pang tao dito sa Pilipinas, kailangan din gumalaw. And obviously in a pandemic-driven world, that's not a good way to do transactions. You're unnecessarily exposing yourself. So yeah, that's one way why remittances aren't the best method to use for real estate transactions. Next is PDCs, or post-dated checks. Honestly, in terms of PDCs, I understand why most of our real estate developers here in the country would prefer PDCs. It's the same reason why they have preferred PDCs for decades now. And it's convenient nga naman for them kasi na-assure na ng developer na okay, may darating na pera, may magbabayad na ganito. You see, but on the buyer side, kay unit owner, if you don't have enough money to cover yung 36 PDCs na inisyo mo, kunwari, yung 36 PDCs na yon amounting to 5 million. Kung wala kang 5 million dun sa checking account mo where the PDCs are coming from, then you'd still have to find a way to fund your account from abroad. So kung hindi kumpleto yung pera mo dun sa account, kailangan mo pa rin magpadala ng pera para i-fund yung account mo dito sa Pilipinas at para hindi mag-bounce yung cheque mo. Then we're back to square one. Magpapadala ka pa rin ng pera. Extra steps lang. See? And the next is bank transfer. Well, bank transfers, especially international bank transfers, in terms of convenience, wala naman akong masabi. Let's say if you go to US, if you go to Dubai, they have apps already na pwede ka magpadala from your, let's say, Bank of America account to your BDO account here in the Philippines. And it's convenient, to be honest, it's convenient. The thing is, sobrang mahal naman. So, on a typical cross-border bank transfer, so let's say I'm sending money from my US account to my Philippine account here, it takes somewhere between $25 to $50 per transfer. So kunwari, nagbabayad ka ng monthly amortization mo amounting 25,000 pesos So roughly that's $500 every month for the next 5 years, for the next 3 years. Magbabayad ka ba ng $25 on fees every month for the next 3 years para lang magbayad ng monthly amortization mo? Gumagastos ka pa ng extra just to pay what is an already big amount, right? So convenient nga siya, sobrang mahal naman. And aside from the sending fee, si receiver, itong si real estate developer or yung account mo dito sa Pilipinas, may receiving fee pa. So nagbayad ka na ng sending, may receiving fee pa, tapos may currency conversion pa. So ang daming nawawala sa'yo. Convenient nga, sobrang mahal naman. Si remittance, sobrang daming hassle. Si PDC, kung wala kang enough pera, pabalik ka rin kay remittance or kay bank transfer, which is just another step, right? So, why not use online alternative methods, right? Why use online alternative methods? Well, it's safe. It's online. It's convenient. Ngayon na nandito tayo sa pandemic world, you can pay your monthly amortizations in any of the developers here in the country. If they adapt, an online payment method, you can pay your unit here, even if you're, somewhere in Alaska, na nakahiga ka lang sa kama mo at gamit mo lang yung cellphone mo. As long as you have a stable internet connection, as long as you have a smart device, hindi mo nga kailangan umalis ng kama mo para magbayad. So that's convenient, it's hassle-free, and at the same time, it replaces PDCs in terms of automatic payments or ADA, which is auto debit agreements. You see, there are a lot of different payment methods already. Kunwari, PayPal na lang. PayPal has their own auto debit system. So with us, with Acquire, you can pay your, let's say, Ayala unit for a lack of any examples. You can pay your Ayala unit, your Avida unit, using your Visa, MasterCard, Amex, or any of your credit debit cards issued anywhere in the world. Hindi lang po US, hindi lang po Dubai, kahit taga Belarus ka pa, kahit taga Kyrgyzstan ka pa, as long as meron kang valid credit or debit card, you have a smart device and you can access the internet, you can set up an automatic debit and not even worry about your monthly amortizations. Wala nang late fees, wala nang late dues, automatic na yon na nagde-deduct sa card na meron ka na abroad. So sobrang convenient. And next is, hindi lang po credit or debit card yung usually pwede mong gamitin. There are a lot of different payment methods available online. And with Acquire, you could use your US bank accounts. So kunwari, wala kang credit card pero meron kang account sa Bank of America. Pwede mo pa rin gamitin yung account mo sa Bank of America to pay for your Avida unit. And next is, it's smart device adaptive. Hindi lang po siya smartphone. Kanina sinasabi ko, kung meron kang phone, pwede ka na magbayad. Majority of the online payment methods right now are smart device adaptive, which means pwede mo gamitin yung smartphone mo, pwede mo gamitin yung tablet mo, pwede mong gamitin yung laptop mo, yung PC mo. Actually, kung yung ref mo nga kaya mag-access ng internet, most likely pwede ka pa rin magbayad there. So, it's smart device adaptive. You can use a lot of different methods. It's hassle-free. It's secure because we're also banking on the security of our banking partners. And it's safe for you. Di mo na kailangan lumabas. Right? So, what is Acquire? Kanino pa sinasabi, well, this is, we're a fintech company, we help with real estate transactions. Acquire is the real estate arm of QuickWire. Acquire is a winning fintech startup here in the country. We've won several awards, participated in a bunch of different international competitions as well. And we have been servicing the top real estate firms in the country. If I'm not mistaken, I think we've partnered with 8 out of the top 10 real estate firms in the country. And more importantly, we're proud to say that we are helping small and medium developers expand their customer base beyond the Philippines. Alam naman po natin na um, the small and medium developers can't necessarily compete with the resources that the bigger players have. Tendency is kung merong um, mga international real estate events, tendency hindi sila nakakasama, and that would mean you can't market yourself in the international market. With Acquire, you can just tell your international payer, your OFW, to say na, okay, sige, we're accepting Acquire. Punta ka lang sa website na to, gamitin mo yung credit debit card mo na issued dyan. Tapos bayaran mo yung unit mo dito, hassle-free, using your phone, using whatever smart device. And through that, we're helping these small, medium enterprises na maka-acquire pa ng mga customers nila that they weren't able to before through payments. And so here's just a sample of the companies, the real estate companies that are using us. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, we're about 40, 50 clients already right now. So these are just some. So we have Ayala Land, we have Aboiti. So we have clients in Manila, we have clients in Cebu. Matter of fact, we went to Cebu nung pwede pa. We went to Cebu to conduct a bunch of trainings. So we go to different places to assist our clients, to assist the sales agents of our clients, to assist the finance department, the marketing department of our clients, and tell them that, hey, here's Acquire, here's how you can use it, here's how you can tell your users to use it, and if there's any questions, here's how you can answer them, or you can just direct their concerns to us, and we'd be happy to answer any of their questions, any of their concerns. So aside from helping these developers expand their client base exponentially, tinutulungan din namin silang gamitin yung system namin through trainings that are free, virtually free. So we conduct online trainings as well. And next is, so yun nga po, aside from the fact that we are expanding the client base of these developers exponentially, we can also integrate to their systems quite easily actually. So kunwari, ako tong developer. I'm a real estate developer, right? And I have my own systems. I have my own ERP system. Nakakonect ako sa QuickBooks, sa SAP, we can connect to their systems, and then everything else becomes automatic. So kunwari, nagbayad